Hi there. This is a video recap for our first lesson in our Advanced Beginner Lindy Hop series in March 2011.
We started by discussing the prerequisite moves that we would expect you to know already. So those include a couple kinds of swing outs, Lindy circles, and the pass by. Okay, and we discussed in particular different aspects of the swing out.
So we spent a while on a couple variations of the swing out. So first of all, when to bring the follow in. So the standard variations are when to that we can bring the follow in at 1 or 2 and sometimes 3. So we demonstrate the difference here. So we'll bring the follow in on 1 here.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
And now we'll bring the follow in on 2.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay. We prefer coming in on 2, and so the default for this class, unless you hear otherwise, is to bring the follow in on 2. This is achieved leads. Just to remember, is instead of when you take your rock step and bringing your arm with you, you extend your arm, right, as you would if you're familiar with Charleston when you do this sort of movement here. Okay.
And so that means I feel a stretch on 1 instead of a pull in on 1. And so I stay out until I feel a pull in.
Yes. Okay. Now that we've discussed when to bring the follow in, we want to discuss how to send the follow out. So there's 2 variations that are common. The first one is to send the follow out forwards, which we'll show now.
Yeah, we'll freeze and show you the 2 different ways. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Right. Here I'm going to send the follow out forward.
5.
Okay. And
Okay,
then
let's look at this angle now. We're here on 4.
There it is. Okay. So from right here, this is 4 and 5.
So he holds on just enough to give me forward direction, but lets go before I get any of his turn.
Okay.
5. Okay, and then to be let out backward, we're here on 4 again. And he keeps me with him, so we have...
We stay connected until 5.
5. Okay, so let's do them all together. So we'll do the forward one first. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Now send out backwards.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Okay. And lastly, amongst the sort of new moves, we talked about the pass by and a variant to the pass by. Just to recall, the pass by looks like this.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Notice that our frames are matching each other as she walks by me.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And our shoulders are sort of parallel as we walk next to each other. And she's turning.
5.
And this is a function of our frames because we're engaged here in our arms. Okay. So what we show the class is a variant on this on the pass by where we release this connection before we have we send the signal to change our shoulders, and so the follow just keeps on walking.
So I'm just given forward direction and no rotational direction.
So just to show what this would look like.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
1, 2, and I let
3,
go.
and 4.
And then she would just keep going forward without being stopped. So now we need to stop her doing something, so we don't just send her away. And so we did this with what we call the hip grab variant of the pass by, and it looked like this.
5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
So notice, leads, that this is achieved by a forward rock step on 5. So I've grabbed her hips, I've grabbed the bone here, okay, and on doing a forward rock step, gently slowing down, feeling a stretch, and then pushing off.
And redirecting the follow.
Okay. Great. So.
And follows, I want to keep going until I actually am stopped by him. So not until I'm touched, but until he's actually redirected me.
Okay. So these things that we've done can be put into a routine. So we encourage you to practice the four key movements. So the swing out, send out forwards versus the swing out, send out backwards. Right?
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Forwards.
5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Backwards.
5, 6, 7, and 8.
And now this can go straight into a pass by and the pass by variant, which with the hip grab.
5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8.
So yes, this is a great thing to practice.
Okay, and then we worked on solo movement. So I talked to follows about swiveling. Okay, and so if we start on 1 and we do all 8 counts, we step on our right, and I usually step on the ball of my foot, so not on my toes, but my heel is usually off the ground. Okay, so it's 1, pivot, 2, pivot, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and notice I'm taking a step all of those times. I'm not just going like this and keeping my feet both on the ground. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, and then Jeff talked to leads about doing Susie cues and taps. And so the taps can be brought into a move where the follow does these swivels. Okay, so.
Okay, so the first thing we want to talk about is taps. This is a pretty simple movement for leads. So what we're going to start with is on 1, we're going to tap with our left foot, collect. And on 3, tap, collect. Okay. 5, tap, collect. 7, tap, collect. Okay. So with counts, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can bring our upper body into this as well. Just a little bit of contra body motion, opening up and closing up. So I like to bring my arm out. So it looks like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And just usually snaps on the evens.
Yeah. Okay. The next thing we did is another a jazz step variation called a Susie Q. And so this movement looks like this. Okay. So so how to do this? We step with our right foot, okay, in front of our left foot. Our weight is on the front of our left foot and slightly on the back of our right foot. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to push off of the right foot and pivot. Okay. And we open up, then we replace, closing up and push. So looking at this from behind. Okay. So. So again, just important things to keep in mind. So where our weight for this particular version of the Susie Q, we're always going to have our weight on the front of our left foot and the back of our right foot. Okay? This is sort of the important direction for what we're going to be using it later in the series. Second of all, let me give you a count just to keep in mind where this is going to be used for us later on. So we're going to step leads with our right foot in front of us on 8. So this is 8, open on 1, step on 2, open on 3, step on 4, and repeat. Okay? So I think...
Yeah, pattern follows, I'd also like to show you the swivels from behind. Okay, so if I do them again, I'm starting on my right, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay?